Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coffee in One Gulp. Today, we are going to discuss something that is going on right now in October 2025, which is the battle for schools, the battle for institutions. As you may have observed, there is quite a cold war going on among the tech companies that produce AI. I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about this and what the implications may be for us. As you may have seen in the news already, there is an offer by Google to our students for free Gemini Pro. And this is part of the ongoing war, part of the battle that is going on. So our students have access, if they want, to Gemini free. If I could just briefly show you how that's working right now. What happened was about a week ago, Google decided to offer to students in Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and a few other countries, free Gemini Pro, which they would ordinarily be paying for. So that's one of the things. Obviously, this is going to expand access tremendously for students to get the free Gemini. Of course, they have to prove on the site there that they are students. So they'll be asked to upload something, I think their student's card, their current timetable, something like that, before they get access. So this will increase access. Obviously, we can say this is a good thing. It's very good for our students. It's good that Kenya has been selected for this, for obvious reasons. Reasons of access. You may recall we talked about the fact that there is a way in which these new technologies increase the gaps, existing gaps. Students who cannot afford pro versions of AI do not get the same benefit as those who can afford. And these gaps, therefore, are being exacerbated by the premium versions. So it's a good idea, I think, that they get free versions of AI platforms. If they want the AI platforms, the premium one, all they have to do is go to the Gemini site and log in with their school account and things like that. Just to remind ourselves that AI is good. There's nothing wrong with AI. Like other technologies, in fact, compared to other connected technologies, AI has the ability to create new possibilities, open up paths that we did not know of previously. The common example that we give is that now people who are not trained in coding can create apps, and already we are seeing those apps. Obviously, if these new technologies can solve real life problems faster, easier, more efficiently, then of course, AI is very good. But then, of course, there is an over-focus, as you all know, on the negative side of AI. And that also is because of the reality that AI creates new problems. As we discussed before, the main issue with AI in school is the loss of authenticity. So it has an impact on genuine work, on attribution, academic honesty, and things like that. So the loss of authenticity. This is already being felt also in industry, as you may have seen the debate on people in the human resource field, HR, when they are hiring. All the resumes and CVs are so good because they are generated by AI. And until you meet the person, when you are hiring, what you are seeing on paper typically is not authentic. So authenticity is a big issue. But there are other issues like we discussed. For instance, the effects on the cognitive abilities of the human person. So there are people whose memory functioning is very, very poor because of overuse of AI. Not just memory, but critical thinking abilities are being affected. For us, of course, we are concerned about assessment. We typically want to know whether students have learned. And traditionally, we use student products, what they produce, as a measure of what they have learned. And now AI is forcing us to rethink, so not to use products to measure what the student has learned, but rather to check the process, the method that the student used, so that we more or less can determine whether the student acquired particular skills, competencies, is able to do something that they didn't know before or couldn't do before. So that's our concern, assessment. And you see the same parallels again in industry, where performance assessment and so on is being affected or helped by AI. But now let's go back to the issue, which is how the AI companies are fighting to get a piece of the education pie. So you have Gemini, they are offering free products. You may already have seen that Gemini, let me just put that back up and show you this particular tab. So agentic AI is already up there on Google Classroom. So it's already integrated there. So you have the AI functionality already working within Google Classroom, okay? And depending on whether you log in as a teacher or as a student, you do have all these capabilities that are now available, right? You may also have heard that ChatGPT also has signed agreements with different institutions, especially in the UK, and is providing AI tools to students, faculty, researchers integrated within the academic management systems. So these capabilities are going to increase. We are going to see these tools coming online, being integrated right there within our AMS. If you check this other organization, what is it called? Microsoft. So Microsoft is also doing the same, rapidly integrating AI into all its products. So you're going to see Copilot there, agreements with universities and so on to build particular abilities and functionalities within their learning. So that's what is happening. Everybody wants a piece of the education pie. Now, what does the data show so far? Okay, let me just share this again here. I collected a bit of data just to show what the situation is right now. There was in the news stories of Kenya being at the top of AI use among students and young people. Well, at first I thought it was just news reporting, exaggerated, but in fact, apparently it's true. So there was a study, it's already 2 years old, showing that Kenya was leading many other countries in terms of the rate of adoption of generative AI among students. So at 63%, Saudi Arabia and Spain close at 62%. And the developed world's apparently lagging behind. So it will be interesting to see whether these studies are replicated by other studies and even larger studies than this, please check it out. It's at check.org. A global student survey. They've got quite a bit of data there since this 2023 study. So now that's interesting. Now, if Kenya we are using more AI than other countries, then of course that's very good. It means we are going to benefit more, and we need it. The efficiencies, the access, and so on that comes along with AI, and the new possibilities that, again, we can benefit from. That's really good. But also it means we have to be more careful about the ill effects, such as damage to cognitive abilities, critical thinking, damage to neural aspects of memory. We have to be careful about the loss of authenticity, and the fact that overuse of AI has certain problems when it comes to development of the whole person, the human person that we are so interested in. There are issues of social isolation that have come up because there are certain things that needed face-to-face conversations, consultations, engagement, collaborations, which can now be done a lot better, more efficiently by AI, and therefore this could lead, already is shown to lead to social isolation among some people, and that also has impact on mental health. So there are all those things that we really need to be careful about, given this data. But here is the other table that I wanted you to see. So we have this OpenAI with their ChatGPT launching the other day, ChatGPT Edu, and offering institutions a certain control over AI. This is a good thing. Access to GPT-4o multimodal, allowing us to have a certain level of classroom deployment, putting it at the center of technology-enhanced learning, and offering very cheap prices. So many institutions are already taking this up, integrating ChatGPT for schools. Clearly, this is good for digital literacy, AI literacy particularly. It's good if many institutions are taking this up. Hopefully, this also means that institutions gain a certain level of control over how students use AI. When it comes to Microsoft, we know their platform is the 365. And they are already also bringing in Copilot for education, integrating it within the tools within Microsoft 365. An interesting thing about Microsoft is how they are pairing up with different universities and institutions to do research on this and to write out case studies. And I think that's very good because it makes adoption easier for those who have not yet started using AI. This will help. And then there is Gemini for education, Google. And Google for education is the one being offered free to Kenyan students who prove that they are students, Kenyan university students. Are being offered this. I think it's a 1 year free Gemini Pro to them if they prove that they are students. As I said, they are being asked to upload particular documents, and there are privacy issues that relate to this, and therefore one of the repercussions that we need to be aware of is privacy. To what extent can we protect our students when they get this type of offers? And in addition to the offer, they are required to upload their university ID card, their timetable, and other things that obviously identify them. So, well, the offer is for 1 year. I'm sure they are doing this so as to understand how students use AI. And then after 1 year, we'll see what happens. So this is what is happening. We need to keep this in mind, make sure that we are on top of the game. Of course, we also have certain advantages. If you log into Google Gemini as an educator, you do get certain benefits there already. Some appear free. Should we pay for these things? Well, one school of thought is that there is so much coming up for free in the future that paying for a particular tool is ill-advised. You pay for a particular tool and then their competitor is going to offer those functionalities for free next week. So those who paid, for instance, for ChatGPT last year, many of the functionalities that they got and they're still getting have become free anyway as we go along. Well, another school of thought says that for the early adopters, if you are one of those who use technology as soon as it's available, go ahead, use it, pay for it. All right, so that's it for this morning. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hope to see you soon again in the Coffee in One Gulp. Bye.